Well, how's it going, everybody? It is Sunday. I think about 8:30. I'm just walking out of the M-Sphere. I put the feed bag on, meat on a stick, pork and chicken. I think it's called Fat Bro. Yeah, Fat Bro, delicious. I even bought their hot sauce a few trips back. Keep it at the condo, throw it on some rice and leftovers, delicious. But I am in a feeble attempt to walk off some of this food, gonna make the walk home. I think it's a little less than 1 mile. It's not too hot this evening, maybe 85 degrees. Across the street from M-Sphere, that is Sukhumvit Soi 31. You go down a short distance, not even a 5-minute walk on the left, you'll find one of my favorite Italian spots in town, Bella Napoli. Really delicious wood-fired pizza, but they also have homemade pastas with truffle oil, all that kind of thing. It's a really nice place for Italian food. I am heading off in this direction of the Prom Beaches. Hi. Yeah, just down the way and to the right is is the, what is it? She threw me off my game. The Benjakitti Park. Benjakitti is up near Asok, but Benjakitti is right below the Prom BTS. 10 or 11 acres. There's a swimming pool off in the corner. I think you need to be a member of the Klong Toi something or another. I want to say it's 500 baht a year, and then you pay like 150 for a swimming session, which I'm not sure what that is. A couple hours, I would assume. And that is in a nice Olympic-sized pool. There's also hoops and volleyball, all kinds of workout equipment, and the entire park is surrounded by a jogging path. And personally, I'm more a bar and pub guy, but if you're into different nightclubs, in this M-Sphere is Tribe or Tribal, and it's a beach bar. They have a shallow 3-foot pool that overhangs, if that's a word, Benjakitti Park, but it's also on the 6th floor, something up there, where you get a pretty nice view of the city. It's kind of techno or house music, whatever you want to call it, but if you're into these different places, check out Tribal or Tribe. And there's not a ton of concerts that come to town. I mean, we had Bruno Mars and Ed Sheeran, I guess once a month. Oop, you gotta watch yourself. These motorbikes just roaring down the sidewalk. Just be aware, if you make any sudden moves, you might get clipped. They shouldn't be riding on the sidewalk, but they do. What was I gonna say? They have a UOB live concert venue. I think some K-pop, lower end K-pop band is coming to town that I've never heard of, but then again, if you press me in a corner, I would know. No, actually I don't. I was going to say Blackpink. Yeah, that's correct. Blackpink with Lisa Black. The only reason I know her is my friend Stella's Secret Bar. Lisa Black in Blackpink is from her hometown of Bury Rum. If you're at the ground level here at Sukhumvit, you can take this set of stairs up to the new skywalk, which connects down to the Emporium Mall on one side, the M Quartier on the other, and the Prom BTS. Or you can just go straight in from the mall on the 2nd floor. I'm not exactly sure. This mall is a little confusing. It has, well, I guess it's not that confusing, but ground, mezzanine, then floor 1 and 2 is how they do it. And you have to take a little bit of a sketchy crosswalk to cross over. That's Soi 33 on the other side. There is a guard with a flashlight, and he does a pretty good job of, yeah, see these two here? Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'd wait for the guy with the flashlight, because cars, there you go, they're not so anxious to stop, and motorbikes are even worse. They just won't see you and they'll clip you. But wait for the, yeah, that's sticking out the hand is not a good system. Just wait for the guy, there he goes, with a little flashlight. He'll jump in front of the cars for you and then make your way across. It's not the best system to cross over to Soi 33, but it's the best we got. And when I said that with Soi 33, if you look up the way on the other side of the street is a Via Market, Sunrise Tacos, both 24 hours. You walk another maybe 2 minutes and you're at Soi 33/1 or 33.5. You'll find the Robin Hood, O'Shea's, Royal Oak, Laughing Tiger. That's probably the best pub street in town. And there you go, another motorbike going up the sidewalk. It's just common practice. So just stay to one side or the other of the sidewalk. If you walk right up the middle. Don't be surprised when a motorbike comes 6 inches away. And I realize there are posted signs that say 2,000 baht for riding your bike on the, sidewalk, but that must not be heavily enforced. For one, I've never seen a bike pulled over getting a ticket, although, to be fair, I've never seen a cop having anybody pulled over writing a ticket. What I do see is police checkpoints right in front of the police station, which is not too surprising, but they'll sit there just pulling people over. I'm not sure if the motorbike helmet is a thing. I think it is. But definitely if you're a foreigner, they're going to pull you over and check if you have the proper license. If you don't, perhaps you can take care of that ticket right on the spot, if you know what I mean. But have the correct license. It's not a matter of getting away with things. It's a matter of getting in an accident, especially if it's your fault. And you could plow into the side of a $100,000 car over here very, very easy. That's probably the last thing you want to do with the improper license. Here's the entrance to the park. Benjakitti, 4:30 in the morning till 10 p.m. at night. Leave your dog at home, unfortunately. Certified guide dogs are the only thing allowed in the park. If you're planning on bringing a pet over here or getting a pet, Benjakitti, up in the Asok area, it does have a pretty nice dog park. Lumpini, the other large park in the Siloam, is it Siloam area? Yeah, or Saturn? Siloam. It does not have a dog park. So Benjakitti is going to be your best choice in central Bangkok. I'm sure there are other dog parks I'm unaware of, but just putting it out there. Somebody had asked me in the comments if I could do a video on pet-friendly buildings, and yeah, I told them yes and no. I mean, I will definitely throw it out there. Please, anybody, leave a comment if you're in a pet-friendly building. I knew one of the two towers, the Waterford Diamond up on Soi 30 here on Sukhumvit. I know one of the towers is pet-friendly, and then another person left a message about a building in Ekamai. But please, anybody that is a pet lover, and let's say dogs. I don't know, my building, it's no animals at all. No dogs, no cats. I think in the past years, I've seen buildings that accept small dogs, you know, under whatever it is, 15 pounds, and cats. Other buildings, anything goes. So maybe leave a comment if you want to help another person, especially with a larger breed or large-sized animal. Maybe that's different than a small dog. I'm not sure. It would be a pretty long task to, I don't know how I would even start. Just go walking into different buildings and asking them their policies. It'd probably take me a week to do all that, and I don't know, it's kind of a small niche of people that'd be interested. And this is exactly what I mean. If you're one of these people, Thailand is a third world country, on and on. No, you're gonna find more $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 cars running around parts of Bangkok than you are many places in the world. And I wouldn't know if that Porsche was a $80,000 Porsche or a $300,000 Porsche. They're both out of my league. I do know there are high import fees here, so please don't compare the cost of that car to the United States. It's going to be easily double over here, if not 300% more. And here's Benjakitti just off the Sukhumvit sidewalk. Very popular with families. There's a water feature in the middle, and especially this time of day, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, the park is just full of families kicking back, enjoying a meal, enjoying the cool breeze, just getting out of the apartment. And there's that tribal beach club above the IKEA sign. You can see some flashing lights up there. That little overhang is a swimming pool with a walk-up bar. So it's an interesting place. There'll be people in the finest clothes, and then other people splash around in the pool. I've said it in another video, it's a real kind of Miami vibe. And they're doing a nice little music and water show. And there's the Robin Hood pub across the way. I'm more an O'Shea's guy, but I had a nice night in the Robin Hood the other day. Really good air conditioning, good food, good prices. And I probably haven't got the Texas chicken in 3 or 4 months. I used to get it all the time. I just keep it in the fridge. Always had chicken, either Texas chicken or a grilled chicken, like the Costco chickens. You can get them at the supermarket here. That was always my go-to meal. Just keep that and some rice in the fridge. Get home at whatever, I'm tired, don't want to wait to order food, eat a little chicken. This Texas chicken is all right. They even have a nice biscuit. They used to have larger biscuits. Now they're these little tiny things. You buy them 6 at a time, but they're like a honey biscuit, really good. Now here's the entrance, or one of them, to the Phompong BTS. You can see the lift, the elevator off to the right. It's obviously an add-on because years ago, I don't remember, I had just had a knee operation, and I was, when the train ended in En Route, so that was quite a while ago, the end of the line, En Route. And I was sidestepping it up a lot of these stairs about a month after that knee operation. It was just too much. But now I see these lifts that maybe were added on after the fact, but better late than never. And the park's relatively empty tonight. Normally there are 1,000 people just running around on this jogging path and hundreds kicking back in the grass. They might still be there. There's a couple of large playgrounds for the kids that are very popular. And I see a little flashing lights going on up there. I don't think the camera's picking it up with those big spotlights, but definitely a nightclub vibe up there at the Tribal. And I really appreciate everybody that watches, people that have commented on my video for the last 2 years since I've been here, or even when I was in San Diego making Mexico videos. So I hate to repeat myself, but every video I will get, I just found your channel, I just subscribed. So I say a lot of the same things over and over because to me, they're kind of valuable information. Moving over to Bangkok, a nice easy transition. So like pointing out this club up here, I know I've said it a dozen times, but Flamenco and the Escape at the M Quartier Mall at the Phompong BTS, very popular with Thais, expats. Again, I don't mean to keep saying that, but this might be the first time you've ever heard it. And off on the right here is the Emporium Mall. I'm not a huge mall guy, but there's a Tiffany, a Gucci, you'll find all the high-end stores. Personally, I just go in there to go to the movie theater. There's a gourmet market up on, I think, the 4th floor. I'm not much of a Gucci guy. And on the other side of the street, you can just go through the big courtyard at the BTS. You can get over to the M Quartier Mall. Once again, Flamenco, which is kind of a Latin-based place, nightclub, and Escape. They're not high, 6th, 7th floor, something like that, but even being up on the 7th floor, you get a nice view of the city. Plus, there's at least 50 restaurants in there. There's another movie theater over there. I've been in one time. If you're into IMAX, you'll find it over there. Myself, I don't really care. I think the normal IMAX price is 400, 500, 600 baht. I'm fine with the regular prices. On the right over here at the Emporium, it's a little bit more high-end movie seat compared to, say, Terminal 21. Most of the seats are 400 baht. However, I just found out about a deal. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, any film before 1 p.m. is 150 baht. So that's good. Get out of the heat, go watch a movie. If you're retired, why not? Go to the 12:30 movie on a Tuesday. 150 baht as opposed to 400. Terminal 21, they're normally 220 all the time. I think they have movie day. I don't know if it's Monday or Tuesday where it's like 110 or something like that. You'll find out. Up in En Route, there's a smaller movie theater. I know they're cheaper, but be a little careful at that movie theater and others out of the more touristy areas. Although En Route is pretty expat-y, it's not super touristy. A lot of those films, we went to see The Fall Guy, and I'm looking at the different theaters. En Route, the time was perfect. I go, oh, that's great. That's like a half hour. Let's get on the train and go. And then Boone pointed out, nope, it's in Thai with English subtitles. So you won't find that too often in Asok, Phompong, Ekamai, but it could happen. So just keep an eye on those films. It'll say if it's in TH Thai or EN English with Thai subtitles. And Bangkok does a nice job with all kinds of different art. This is out in front of the mall. And this is Bad Meow. Be a little bit careful with the tuk-tuk drivers and the cabs that are parked, hanging out in front of, well, anywhere. The mall, Cowboy, Nana area. Cabs that are parked, they generally will just throw a flat rate price at you that's gonna be high. I've said it in other videos, I don't have a real problem with the old broken meter syndrome over here. I normally will just open a cab door. You can tell if the meter's on or not. I mean, you can just see it on the dash. And I'll say right now, about 50% of the time the meter is off or quote unquote broken. So I know from here to there, it's with the meter on, it should be 110 baht, or that's a little low. That's a short ride, but let's say it should be 170 baht. I'll just open the cab door, I'll tell him where I'm going, I'll say 200 baht, he'll say yes, off we go. You might want to wait for 3, 4, 5 cabs until one agrees to turn the meter on, and that conversation 9 out of 10 times will have to be in Thai. I've did that. I've stood there with a Thai friend, and she refuses to get in a cab without the meter on, and at some point it's like, you know what, we've been standing here 15 minutes, let's just go. It's roasting hot, or it's 2 in the morning and I'm beat. Let's just get out of here. I don't really care about saving 30 baht. Again, maybe I'm adding to the problem, but I'm not trying to change Bangkok. I'm just trying to survive how it is, and that's how it is. Now, with that being said, again, the cabs that are parked in front of the mall, they might say something crazy like, oh, you want to go from here to there? And I say 200 baht. They go, nope, I'll do it for 500 baht. In that case, flag down a cab with the light on. Again, if you see the meter is on, okay, great. Ride with the meter on. To be honest, if the fare is 168, I give him the 200 baht. Call me a big tipper or whatever, but this guy is working hard, taking me from point A to point B for 15, 20 minutes. Oftentimes there is a lot of traffic involved, and gas isn't exactly free over here. It's pretty much the same price. A lot of times it's in liters, but if you do the conversion, it's oftentimes the same price as the US. So I really don't even know how these guys are making any money in these cabs. I mean, you can go from here in Phrom Phong to, say, Victory Monument, and it's $4.20 US. So I don't feel terribly bad about giving the guy $5. I mean, it's way better than giving an Uber driver in California $58 because it's 3 times the surge price. And I've probably ordered 1,000 Grab or Bolt bikes, cars, everything, and I've never seen a surge price, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'll see no car is available, so you can't have an economy cab. You can only have a luxury SUV for 500 baht. So I just say no, and then I look 5 minutes later and it'll say, okay, you can have a cab now, but you have to wait 17 minutes. Unfortunately, at the 12-minute mark, they may cancel because they got a better cash offer. So sometimes it's a hassle to get a car. Not all the time, but you know, at Friday at 8 p.m., Saturday at 9 p.m. at night, it's gonna be a hassle. Nobody's gonna wanna cross the town. They're all gonna cancel on you if they get a better offer just to, whatever, go from En Nut to Ekamai, and some guy said, yeah, I'll give you 500 baht. They're gonna cancel your 320 baht Grab ride, which might take them 55 minutes, and that I understand. But what they don't do is say, yes, it's a busy time, I'll come to get you. It's gonna be 3 times the price or 620 baht. I've never seen that. And you'll find your favorite little stands. I'm not a huge street food guy, but these restaurants that kind of have a takeaway window, I eat at these all the time. I have my dozen favorite, and I'll try new ones all the time, but just coming down these stairs at Phrom Phong BTS, grab a quick 60 baht chicken and rice. Oftentimes I'll double up on the orders, have something for lunch tomorrow. Good stuff. Here's Soi 24. A very popular street. You head down from here all the way to Rama 4. It's just one high rise after another. Beautiful, beautiful apartments. Many of them are going to be very expensive. I'll say most of them. Not a lot of bargains on Soi 24 unless you go into a really super traditional 6-story kind of walk up. There probably won't be an elevator, and it's still going to be kind of expensive. LEK massage, or maybe it's Leak massage. You'll find these all over town. Very legitimate. No hanky-panky, just a good massage at an affordable rate. But give that massage technician, or whatever we're calling her, a masseuse, 100 baht tip. I mean, they are working very, very hard, and sometimes it's 350 baht for a 1-hour massage. I mean, if anybody is deserving of a 500 baht bill, it's that person. Going on 9 p.m. up here, I'm almost to the top of my soi 26. It appears there is zero traffic, but let's say I'm heading down to Nana, the green room bar, go watch a little music. There is no way I would jump in a cab when I can just take the extra 2 minutes, get up, jump on the train. Zero traffic on the train. Very, very seldom the train will stop on the track for maybe 10 seconds to let the other train leave the station, but there's zero traffic on the train. Up in Asok, Nana, right now at 9 o'clock at night, it is probably bumper to bumper. I just know that from experience. I'm just throwing it out there. If you're visiting in town and you're in Ekamai or up here in Prompong, and you say, hey, the streets look empty, let's jump in a cab and go from here to Asiatique, that could still take an hour. I mean, just pick your spots. If you can get the majority of the trip done on the train, it's almost a no-brainer, and then just take the last mile on a motorbike or a cab. And I just threw out Asiatique. That is, if you're unfamiliar, it's kind of a little touristy, like Seaport Village in San Diego, just one of those little seaside restaurants and tourist shops. It's right on the Chao Phraya River, not far from, is it Icon or Icom Siam? I always mix it up, the fancy shopping mall. They have a BTS train that goes to Sapan Taksin BTS and station, and then you can jump on a free shuttle boat up to Asiatique. You can also get on a shuttle boat to go across the Chao Phraya River. Both of those shuttles are free to go to the new fancy mall. And it is Icon Siam. That makes sense. Iconic Siam. ICOM is a radio, so I think I have ICOM on the brain. I probably said it wrong 100 times. And at the top of my soi, like everywhere in Prompong, Ekamai, Tongla, you're going to find tons of really good Japanese and Korean food. All the expats in town and different people that work at the different companies here in Bangkok, they seem to hang out in this area. So there's tons of restaurants. This is a pretty good little place. Every now and then, I'm not going to do it tonight, I'm trying to watch myself, but they have 20 baht scoop ice cream, 38 baht for two. And just 20 feet ahead is soi 26, but right before is this little notorious alley, Sukhumvit soi 24 and a half. And I can't walk down the street with a camera. It's all massage ladies hanging out front, trying to get your attention and come into the different establishments. Name Love, Candy, Boss, Magic, Angel, Snow White. Kind of a notorious little alley. These guys hanging out right here are my taxi bike riders. When I'm lazy or wearing jeans and it's 1 in the afternoon, 10 baht to head halfway up the soi to my condo, 20 baht to go to the other end of the soi where you'll find K Village shopping. There's a Via Market, the Big C, Lotus. I'm really lucky to have kind of a trifecta of shopping markets. A lot of people have to get on a train and go 5 stops just to get to, say, a Big C. I have 3 in the same location. Here's another Japanese place I need to try. Sushi. I've been in this place 3 or 4 times, and oh, I love Japanese food. I've probably had, I don't know, 50, maybe 75 Japanese meals. Turning onto my soi, there are a ton of little, they're massage places at the top of the soi, but really they cater more to the Japanese. I don't know. Some of these are massage, some of these are Japanese karaoke or Japanese snack bars, they call it. You go in and just kind of party. Oftentimes they'll just buy a bottle of whiskey, 4 guys, and just hang out for hours. A lot of that going on at the top of 26. Everybody's welcome, but yeah, I mean, the clubs that are catered more towards the Japanese, I don't know, you're not maybe going to feel as comfortable as hanging out in an Irish or English pub. And I've also said this a million times, when you see that spot on the ground, yep, avoid it. It's a leaky air conditioner. And if you know 24 and a half and you're a fan of Angel, this is the new player on the block, just across the street and kind of next to the Snow White. DOPU? Dopu? It just opened up about a month ago. Well, that's too bad. They invested in this brand new sign and the DNO conked out already. So now it's just PU. And there's the Angel, so you can see where it is in relation. And I just walked by the Noble Refine and Estelle building. You'll find a 7-Eleven within 50 feet of each building. You'll also find the Ariz Hotel. And my lighting's not doing too well tonight, but across the way is Don Quixote Massage. And just across the street from that is a whole string of different little Japanese places. There's a 101 Premier Massage down at the end. That's been around at least 10 years. I'm not going to go too much further down the street. There's a lot of ladies hanging out in front of the club trying to get people in, buy a bottle, karaoke. Oh, there is a shop here called ABC, Amazing Bangkok Cyclist. I'm not a huge morning person, but I was walking by the other day at whatever it was, 7, 8 in the morning, and there was 10 tourists all on the same lime green colored bikes heading out on a cycle tour. Check out ABC. I think that's a fairly new place, 26 Massage, right next to Paradise. It's been around a while. And I made my way up to the Doubletree Hotel. Right across the street, that's John's bar, Queen Bee. Oftentimes, they'll have music, I think most nights. Different cover bands playing Stones or Beatles tunes. Right next to the Doubletree, the St. James Hotel. Just across the way is a Japanese style. They're very small. I did a video on it. You can go back and search. I think it's called Live Travel Asia. And then there's Live Work Asia. Co-working space. And then tucked away on the left side is one of those, I always pronounce it wrong, onsets? Is that the Japanese baths? Onset or onsen? And there's the lobby of the St. James. Hey, I'm almost home. My phone just told me it's at 7%, and sometimes it goes from 7 to 3 real quick. So I'm going to wrap things up. There'll be more videos to come. Consider subscribing if you haven't, and we'll check you later.